and you lose because he threw the ball away? Like, that's heartbreaking. Like, people experience... Yes, but there's a laundry list for every team.
There's a laundry
list for every team, Chewy.
No. You think so? It's not every team. It's every state, Gabe. I'm talking state.
All right, Minnesota.
Because you can go Badgers basketball. You can go Packers. You can go Bucks. You can go Brewers.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a large sample size. So I'm not saying... Look, I think they're going to win, okay? And I think home field's going to propel them through.
Good.
Because you saw what Wrigley was like. Mm-hmm. That place was loud.
It was rocking.
It was electric. It was rocking. So I feel okay. Am I tiptoeing into the water? A little bit. Half a cup.
And that's fine today. Like, if you want to be apprehensive today, just let's get it out of our system. Dump your bucket. Do whatever you got to do on the Talk and Text line, 800-990-3776. Do what you got to do there on the Car Blues Talk and Text line. Give us a call. Shoot us a text. Like, you could be tiptoeing today. But in 36 hours from now, you got to be diving in head first at 7:08 Central Time on Saturday night. Fair?
It's must watch.
Yeah.
It's must watch.
And look, there's a chance we get our hearts broken again. Like, that's sports, man. But that's why we watch, because for the euphoric moments. Like, yeah, there's a chance that that the Brewers break our hearts on Saturday. But you know what also there's a chance of? We have that euphoric feeling of beating the Cubs, winning our first series since 2018, and moving on to the NLCS against the Los Angeles Dodgers starting on Monday. Like, that possibility also exists.
Yeah, stay positive. You got any blame game for yesterday? Is that just how it happens? I mean, Freddie was one pitch. That was it. Just one pitch.
Yeah.
But the one pitch was costly.
I mean, the offense, like, there were a lot of guys that just had bad at-bats. They just had bad at-bats. Like, there's not one guy. I mean, I was disappointed when Yelich didn't put the ball in play when he struck out with runners on second and third and one out. But even if he puts the ball in play there, and let's say he gets a single and the Brewers drive in 2 runs, okay, so you lose 6-2. You know,
I know it got out of hand.
It just ended up. It wasn't their day yesterday, which again stinks.
And that happens.
It stinks, but you have an opportunity to bounce back. I thought, and we heard it in the open. Josh, you put it in there from Christian Yelich. Like, hey, look, sometimes you face adversity, and you just got to deal with it. When you're in the postseason, this is how it goes. If it was easy, everybody would do it.
Yeah, no, I agree. Flush it. They just have to flush it as, and they're good at doing that in baseball because the season's so long. Mm-hmm. But I'm a little nervous, Gabe.
Now, again, you can be nervous. And I'm not saying anybody shouldn't be nervous, but I just don't want anybody going to that game specifically with the thought of, well, we're probably just going to lose anyway. What's the point? Like, I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want that. Like, nervous is going to happen. No. That's what the playoffs in any sport are going to do.
Yeah.
That's what a winner take all game does to you. You're going to be nervous, and that's fine. Being nervous, that's part of the deal too. I just don't want the resigned nature that some people get because of the things that you mentioned earlier, whether it is last year for the Brewers against the Mets, whether it is, you mentioned Wisconsin basketball, the national championship game the year before against Kentucky, whether it is the way things ended for the Packers 2 years ago in San Francisco, the way it ended for the Packers in the Aaron Rodgers era, at home against San Francisco, at home against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, right? Like, yeah, there's a lot of heartbreak that goes into this. But there still is that chance for euphoria going forward, right? Like, there just is.
Yeah. Joshy, what's your take? Happens?
I'm aligned with Gabe. I would love to not be in a win or go home situation. I think that's obviously not part of what we thought, especially after, game 2 and it going as well as it did. But this is the best team in baseball. You have the opportunity to win in advance. You know the Cubs.
At home.
You trust your bullpen. You trust your guys to turn it around. I don't imagine the offense is going to not score any runs. You just got to be smart and play a good game. I don't think I'm not in the, well, this is cursed, I knew this was going to happen portion of it. maybe my tune will change if there's a devastating loss on Saturday. But right now, I think you're fine to be freaking out about it.
Yeah.
But this is what it is. It's sports.
Yeah.
You're going to lose some, you're going to win some.
I'm not telling you not to be upset about what's happened. It's hard not to be. But again, there's still one more left. Just recognize that. Sorry, I was chuckling. Ryan from Aguanago on the Carpless Talking text line. Thank goodness I have the Badgers Saturday night.
I mean, there were no coaching. Gabe, there were no coaching issues last night, though.
I don't think so.
Got the better of them.
No.
I mean,
I don't know. It was just straight up the Cubs played better.
Yeah, nothing stuck out.
No. There wasn't you should have done this in this moment, bring in this guy. No, Freddie gave up. Look, this team, the Cubs have hit a home run in the first inning of every game. Tough to win games like that. It's tough to win games like that. If the Brewers navigate the first inning, I'm going to feel pretty good about the game on Saturday night. Mitch texting in on the Carpless Talking text line. Baseball feels like home field shouldn't really matter aside from the outfielders being familiar with the layouts, at least compared to NFL, NBA. But obviously, this series hasn't been that. What are your guys' thoughts? I mean, I think it's the same as anything else, right? Like, I mean, it's just you're performing in front of a crowd that wants you to fail. Now, in football, I feel home field, it can be more advantageous if you have that rowdy crowd because there's more communication that's trying to go on, right?
correct.
So I think in football,
but Gabe,
means
I'm gonna
more.
tell you, some guys still get intimidated, man. I don't care what sport you're playing.
And that's what I'm saying.
Know? And last night, let me ask you this: Did Freddie look a little annoyed?
Oh yeah.
When they started chanting
yeah,
Freddie?
Of course he did. Yeah, of course he looked annoyed. Wouldn't you be annoyed?
I don't know. I think it'd be kind of cool.
You know, when they started chanting Freddie, Freddie.
Yeah,
he looked annoyed.
Did it affect him? I mean, I wouldn't think so.
I don't think so because they started doing that after. I think they started doing it after he gave up the home run, didn't he? Or was it right?
I think it was as he was battling with Hap.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was it really?
But I mean, but they kept doing it after, and he didn't give up anything after.
That.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind seeing Brewers fans adopt that on Saturday.
Yeah, but I don't know who are you doing it to?
Just who's ever on the mound.
But you have to have like
a Freddie.
Yeah.
Does Kittredge hit the same?
It doesn't hit the same. Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
No. You know, like it just doesn't. Like Freddie's got one of those chantable names. It's just one of those names that you can do. Like if Shota Imanaga goes, Shota. Okay, you can do Shota because you've got the long O there that you can hang on to.
Yeah.
So if it's Shota, you can do it to Shota.
But it does, Gabe. It affects some players.
Oh, 100%. 100%. When you have a crowd that's going to be that amped, I don't know how it can't affect you.
We've spent a lot of time talking about how young this team is and how a lot of these guys are getting really their first opportunity. It's not crazy for a moment to get big for one player or more throughout the course. I don't think it's going to be the difference maker in the series here because it's not like the Cubs are loaded with guys with tons of postseason and World Series success.
Yeah,
it's just sort of what happens as you get in a big moment. You get put in a big moment. You either come through or you don't.
Yeah, I mean,
and I'm sure there's plenty of guys who thought, "Oh no, I'm going to get out here," and the next thing you know, they rip a double into the gap, and they're like, "Wow, that was cool."
Yeah.
We'll talk more about the Brewers' pitching plan and what it could potentially look like. Nobody seems to really know what it is going to be other than all hands on deck. It is going to be a Game 5 Saturday night at American Family Field. But we do have a Packers game as well. And did you know this, Chew? By the time the Packers kick off on Sunday, it would have been more than a month since the Packers won a football game.
Yeah, that doesn't feel great. But that's all going to change on Sunday.
That's how long it's been since the Packers have won. We discussed the green and gold, their injuries, what we can expect on Sunday. Jason Wilde joins us next. But let me tell you about my friends at Events by Design. You can boost culture with with captivating corporate events like appreciation parties, brand activations, and more. The creative team at Events by Design truly enjoys the work that they do. And whether it's Events by Design helping plan a big corporate party, like a holiday party, something you need to be keeping in mind, or just something that they can assist with, help boost, like you said, brand activations and more. They helped us with our golf outing, doing, walk-up songs on the 14th hole. The night markets, they were assisting the night markets that were right out here outside our studio on Wisconsin Avenue all throughout the course of the summer, doing the different things that they do, adding the different touches to make it a successful event. They implement fresh ideas in every detail from planning to production. Just search online. Events by Design. They design, you party.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy are back after this on 94.5 ESPN.
Got delays along southbound 41 from about the county line to Good Hope Road. Northbound, your usual backups from Mayfair Road up to Burleigh. Otherwise, 43 north and southbound looking pretty good right now. East and westbound 94 right through the stadium interchange also moving along quite well. Traffic is brought to you by Comfort Awnings. Extend your outdoor space with retractable awning or screen like I did with my friends at Comfort Awnings. Custom designed to fit your home. Get your free estimate at comfortawnings.com. And check out the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today. Slight chance for morning showers, otherwise partly cloudy, a high of 66. Tonight, mainly clear, a low of 49 at the lake, 39 inland. Weather is brought to you by The Pickler, Menominee Falls. Try all 9 indoor courts with unlimited play for 15 days. Just $30. Start your trial at thepickler.com. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Sweetest Day is coming up, and ESPN Milwaukee wants to make sure you're equipped to make the special someone in your life extra happy with the Welke Sweetest Day giveaway. From now through October 16th, head to WelkeSweetestDay.com to register for your chance to win a Sweetest Day prize pack, a bouquet of flowers from Welke's Milwaukee florist, a $100 St. Kate gift card, and a one-night stay at the St. Kate. All that could be yours to share with the sweetest one in your life. Just go to WelkeSweetestDay.com to register and for full contest details.
This is an ad by BetterHelp.
BetterHelp therapists have helped more than 5 million people worldwide on their mental health journeys. Moments in therapy, like the right question or a safe space to cry or a small win, can really change lives. This World Mental Health Day, we're celebrating the therapists who have helped millions of people take that step forward. If you're ready to find the right therapist for you, BetterHelp can help you start that journey. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at BetterHelp.com/timeout. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/timeout.
Milwaukee College Prep, redefining what's educationally possible so more children can pursue their dream. Join me, Craig Carmason, and Milwaukee College Prep Thursday, October 23rd at Venue 3 at the 3rd Street Market Hall, and take a stand in closing the opportunity gap for Milwaukee scholars. Your support means quality education is accessible to over 2,000 scholars in Milwaukee. Enjoy food, drinks, and a chance to learn more. Purchase tickets at 2025. TakeAstand.GiveSmart.com. That's 2025. TakeAstand.GiveSmart.com.
It's Jason Wilde from Wilde & Tausch. Upgrade your industrial supply services with Lakeland Supply, your trusted ISO certified partner for custom packaging, shipping supplies, janitorial, and safety supply solutions. With over 40 years of industry excellence, Lakeland Supply is a proven one-stop source with over 95% of their products made in the U.S., and they treat their customers like family. Personalized service with a national reach. That's what Lakeland Supply does. Visit LakelandSupply.com to discover how they can make your business better.
Thinking about buying or building a new home? Start with a mortgage pre-approval from Great Midwest Bank and experience a state of tranquility. At Great Midwest Bank, we offer fast approvals and flexible options with experienced loan officers who understand the local market, because they live here too. Whether you're breaking ground for new construction or buying that dream home just around the corner, we'll guide you every step of the way. Bank with confidence and start your journey at GreatMidwestBank.com. Great Midwest Bank, your simply local equal housing lender.
Saturday, October 11th from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., Mentality is hosting a health fair at 2323 North Mayfair Road in Wauwatosa. Take a free cognitive test, the first of its kind FDA-approved brain health screening in just 10 minutes, and get labs with a donation. Plus amazing giveaways, and here's the best part. It all supports Ignite the Spirit, helping Milwaukee's firefighters and their families. Mentality clinics are backed by science and delivered with care. Mark your calendar for Mentality's Milwaukee Health Fair, Saturday, October 11th, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Be there.
All Packers, all the time.
He was a field-tilting player, and the reason why Gabe and many others are so concerned is that this guy's on the field, he changes the offensive dynamic. They are a different offense when he is there.
Okay, most of the time.
You know, Homer calls Matt LaFleur soft all the time. Matt LaFleur is like Vince Lombardi compared to me.
It's Jason Wilde on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Brought to you by Exterior Pros. Ready to tackle your home improvement project this year? Exterior Pros and Baths is here to help you score big with quality home exterior and shower upgrades. Visit extpros.com. Also brought to you by Lakeland Supply. Lakeland Supply is in business to make your business better. Set up a free packaging and supply chain assessment at lakelandsupply.com.
We'll get back to the Brewers talk in just a moment, but right now it's time for our friend, time for our teammate. It is time for Jason Wilde. Good morning, Jason.
Good morning. How you doing, buddy?
We've been better. But the thing is, Jason, we got another game. It's not over. Like, last night didn't end the series. The Brewers have an opportunity to still win the series on Saturday. So my message today has everybody can be sad. You can dump your bucket. You can be frustrated. But there's still another game. Just don't give up on this team quite yet.
Don't give up. Yeah, I would just say this. From a selfish perspective, Paula and the girls, we don't have any sports this weekend, so they're doing like this little getaway, the three of them. So purely from a selfish perspective, I'm really happy there's a game 5 on Saturday night because I'm going to be all by myself, me, the dogs, and the cats, so at least we all have something to watch now.
Well, there you go.
I'm a bucket half full guy.
Jason. Oh, yeah. Jason, I was reading Tom Silverstein's.
You were reading?
Very good. I was. I just learned the other day, and you'd be amazed what you can do if you can read.
Yeah, you should try channel3000.com.
Oh, I read that all the time, buddy.
I'm sure you do. No. Okay. Go ahead.
You're my guy. So I went down halfway through because I'm kind of a speed reader. And I go to
learned the other day, and he's already graduated to speed reading.
God, he's amazing,
Jason,
isn't he?
Offensive ranks, first and third down conversion, 53, which is one of the most important stats in football. 7th in red zone, 5th lowest interception rate, 7th in passing yards per play, 9th in points scored, 3rd in passer rating. Defense, 4th in third down conversion, 14th red zone, 4th in yards allowed, 2nd in rushing yards allowed per game, tied for 11th in points, and 14th opponent's passer rating. Why hasn't this translated to a better record? Because those are really, really good.
Well, since you read Tom's piece, it hasn't translated because of bad coaching, which is the premise of his story. And he did a great job. I mean, Spoon obviously is he's the dean of our beats at this point now that others have retired or whatever it is they do. Look, I would argue that stuff is all awesome, but when the money's been on the table, they have not come through, and that's what the league is also about, right? Like that third down stat. We asked a couple of questions this week because their defense has been good on third down, their offense has been awesome on third down, and you're right. That's usually an indicator of success. And yet, this is what happens when you don't make critical plays in critical moments. And I talk a lot about this boisterous portion of the fan base that doesn't want Jordan Love criticized ever. Look, his numbers are phenomenal. He's been statistically he's been great, but he's had 3 moments, which again are not 100% his fault, where they have not come through. The interception late in Cleveland, he doesn't throw that, they win. The fumble at the end of the half in Dallas. If he doesn't fumble that, I don't think they have nearly the same life, the Cowboys, as they end up with because of that turnover. And then obviously not getting everybody lined up, not having the urgency at the end of the game, at the end of overtime. Now, are there other people to blame for all 3 of those things? Yeah, LaFleur could have called a running play in Cleveland. LaFleur didn't have to call an aggressive approach at the end of the half in Dallas. And LaFleur could have had them better prepared to make sure they hustle to the line and have ample time to go try to win the game in Dallas at the end of overtime. But if you're going to be elite, and look, even the elite guys mess up in critical moments, right? Last Monday night, we saw Patrick Mahomes do it against Jacksonville. Like, he threw a terrible interception. Like, they're all human. But, for Jordan, and Jordan was saying this on Wednesday, and I keep saying this, and I know Gabe hates it when I say again when I haven't said it the first time, but I say again because I say it so much on all of our shows. Like, I love the fact that he owns stuff because, your guy, God bless him, great player, but he was not one to sit up there. That was back when the media auditorium, that they had a chair. You sat at a desk instead of standing at a podium. He was not one to say, yeah, that's 100% on me. I got to be better there. And we know Aaron Rodgers wasn't great at that. And Jordan is. And so my point is that, yeah, this is I learned a really interesting lesson my first year as a primary beat writer in 1999. I did a story about the 6 plays that changed the season and how they could have easily been a 12-4 team instead of an 8-8 team. And a more experienced sports writer, the late great Tom Mulhern, said to me, Jason, welcome to the NFL. That's exactly what the NFL is. It's just a handful of plays that decide those games. And it was kind of oh, yeah, you're right about that. I'm an idiot. And I've tried to be better since. But that's the reality. And right now they're sitting at 2-1-1 instead of 4-0 because just a couple of plays. And that's why it's so critical, even if you're great statistically, to be great in those critical moments.
Jason, is McManus going to kick on Sunday?
Well, it depends who you talk to. Major concern on playing Sunday. So those are two different ends of the spectrum there. Matt LaFleur is saying that, and then when McManus was asked about it being a major concern, he said, well, LaFleur's got a different thesaurus/encyclopedia than I do for injuries. Now, what's interesting is he did have this same injury back in 2022 when he was with the Broncos. Same leg, whole deal. And it cropped up on Wednesday, just like it did this time. And he did not practice. He didn't kick the rest of the week. And then he kicked on Sunday, and I went back and looked at that game. He hit a 53-yarder, a 41-yarder, a 50-yarder, and then they trotted him out there at the end of the game. It was a 10-9 game that they lost to the Ravens. But they trotted him out there to try a 63-yarder to win it as time expired. So clearly they felt good enough about his quad to have him try a kick where you have to put a lot of oomph into it. So I tend to, like Rich Bisaccia, I tend to lean on the fact that this guy knows his body, has been through a similar situation before, and he believes he'll be able to kick. But you still have to take the right precautions, so they're bringing in Greg Joseph, third person Greg Joseph. Greg Joseph's just got to worry about Greg Joseph, Greg Joseph told me, which was one of my favorite quotes I've had in a while. And another guy whose name I don't pronounce very well, so I'm just going to say he's the other guy, for workouts today, so they're backed up and they have some options. Now, I also talked to Daniel Whelan yesterday, and if this were to be a Zach Tom situation where, he says, I can go, goes out there, they probably, I would think, will have Whelan, even though it's a different type of kickoff, so there's a challenge there. I would think they'll have Whelan kick off, potentially, just to keep him, keep his workload on that quad limited. But Whelan's like, look, I've kicked before. He's kicked in the NFL. He's kicked in college. So, he would be the backup plan, which, of course, led me to ask Daniel Whelan, because I'm a professional journalist, can you kick and hold at the same time?
Oh, that would be
Because that
impressive.
would be impressive. That's literally exactly what I said, Gabe. And it's like, didn't Jalen Hurts try to catch his own Hail Mary the other day? It's kind of like that. And he chuckled. He wouldn't tell me who, and so I had to do some digging because, again, professional journalists getting the answers that everyone wants.
Correct. Yep.
So I was trying to find out who would hold, and I got a few good guys in the locker room who gave me some tips, and it might be this isn't for sure, but one of the options is Ben Sims.
Really?
And I thought immediately of Mark Chmura and thought, who the hell trusts a tight end to hold?
I got fired.
So here's what's funny, and again, you've heard this a million times, Chew. The more you can do.
Yes.
Well, Ben Sims is their fourth tight end, and he went out to practice a couple years ago early, and he was out there with the specialists, and he went over to that group and was like, hey, I want to kind of try this. And so he did some holding with Whelan, and then he did some long snapping with Matt Orzek, which I know was your specialty. Mm-hmm. And he had never long snapped before. But he's also an option for that, so he's kind of like that, and believe me, and he said this, like, it is in case of emergency break glass time. Like, I don't think anyone, including me, wants to be out there holding or snapping. But that would be kind of the alternative if they were to go down the road of playing McManus and then having a Zach Tom-like situation where he can't continue.
What do you mean you got fired for being the holder, Chew?
I tried. I was a kiss ass. So, they had auditions, and I tried for that. Now, I thought I really had a legitimate chance at emergency quarterback. I did.
How did that
go? They went to Beebs. They went to Beebs, I would have been great with the, what do they call it in Philly? Though.
The tush push?
The tush push.
Yeah, the tush push. Yeah,
which they ran
fired
4 consecutive times yesterday.
Oh.
Yeah. Tried returner. That didn't work. You used to do it in high school.
Returner?
Oh, I could see that. Sure. Yeah, exactly.
Jason,
by the way,
what? Go ahead.
Real quick, because they're playing the Bengals and you were in this. I mean, maybe you were injured for this game, but the game in '90. One of my favorite things I've ever done in my career. I still have the story from the State Journal hanging in my office at Lambeau framed. Is that on the 10-year anniversary of the Kittrick-Taylor touchdown and the game that launched the Favre legend. I went into the media auditorium and old Aaron Popke got the NFL Films highlights, and we projected it up onto a screen, and Brett and I went through everything that happened, because that was before I covered the team. And so that was in 2002. And what I didn't know, I knew the legend. What I didn't know was that apparently Magic was the holder too.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
yes.
so Favre has to go out there and hold, and they have a close zoomed in shot of this. Remember, the touchdown ties it 23-23. They still have to kick the extra point. So Favre's got to hold, and he takes his finger off the ball on the kick.
And it somehow stays
standing
perfect.
up in the grass.
Yeah, it somehow stays perfectly like it's supposed to.
Like he's like Lucy from Peanuts,
I know,
except he didn't
so
take
great.
the ball away.
Gabe, you know what the play was?
For the Kittrick-Taylor?
Yep.
I do not.
2-jet all go. Jason, what is Rasheed Walker's deal?
That's apparent. Well, he won't be kicking for them. He's got a quadricep too, and he went from limited in practice to not practicing yesterday. So, look, this is people don't want to hear me complain about my job. I've got a great job. I'm lucky to talk to you guys 3 times a week. Presented by Exterior Pros and by Lakeland Supply. They're in business to make your business better. Go to lakelandsupply.com for a free packaging and supply chain assessment. I think I got that.
You nailed it.
From Everett.
10 out of 10.
Yeah, I'm crushing it. That's what I'm here for. No notes. But I hate the fact that LaFleur talks before practice instead of after. A, it means that I don't get to go because it's during the show. And B, this is the kind of stuff, like, this is important. Like, your left tackle didn't practice yesterday. And, oh, by the way, you're playing Trey Hendrickson. And your right tackle is working his way back from this injury that he has, that he played one play in a game. I mean, so I'm sure the guys will ask about Rashid, and then we'll get the injury report after 3 o'clock today. But, like, this has the potential, especially given the weirdo history of Packers-Bengals, to be like Joe Flacco comes in and throws for 300 yards, and the Packers' offense is discombobulated because they're missing both their tackles. Like, and by the way, Anthony Belton's not playing either. So in theory, they could be without three top of their three top tackles. They could be without all three of them, and they'll have a hodgepodge of an offensive line. Now, that doesn't mean Sheeta won't be able to go. I'm just saying the fact that he was listed as limited, because, again, we don't know. The danger of the Wednesday injury report is that when a guy's listed as limited, it could be because he injured himself. He started out planning to be a full participant and then got hurt in practice, and that's what limited him. That's what happened with McManus, obviously. That's what happened with Tucker Kraft a couple weeks ago. So that'll be a big question today, is what's up with Sheed.
Jason, real quick, Pat in the hat retire?
Yes. Well, sort of. This has been in the works for a while. I think I even mentioned it on the air just because Pat's been so great to us, and I just love the guy. So they had hired Dr. Michael Ryan to be his successor over a year ago. He stayed on another year so he could kind of help him with the transition and understand the lay of the land. And now they've reached the point where, Pat's 70. So Pat's staying on as like it's kind of like when Bloke stopped being the primary. That's Mark Lavatt, for those that don't know the nicknames. Sorry, I hate him. I should be better than that. So he stayed on. He let Chris Gizzy take over, and he stayed on as an assistant. And so I think that's kind of what they're doing for next year. And then I guess I don't know if Pat will still stick around or what the plan is, but there'll be a new doctor in town.
Okay.
Jason, always appreciate the time. Look forward to hearing what you and Tausch have to say coming up at 9 on Wilde and Tausch.
Me too. All right, guys. Take care. Be good.
Jason Wilde joins us 3 times a week here on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Milwaukee, here are your plans for tomorrow, at least in the morning. Saturday, October 11th, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., you can join Mentality as they're hosting a health fair at 2323 North Mayfair Road, Suite 104 in Wauwatosa. It's all about your health, our community, and giving back. You'll get a free cognitive test. It's the first FDA-approved brain health test of its kind. It's done in just 10 minutes, and lab testing is available with a donation. Plus, Mentality will have exciting giveaways, including game tickets, and best of all, this event supports Ignite the Spirit, helping Milwaukee's firefighters and their families. Mentality clinics are backed by science and delivered with care, giving men a discreet and reliable way to unlock peak performance. Don't miss it. Mentality's Health Fair, Saturday, October 11th from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m. at 2323 North Mayfair Road in Wauwatosa. Come for your health and help support those who serve our city.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy continues next on 94.5 ESPN.
It's looking pretty good right now. We've got southbound 41 slowing down from the county line to Good Hope Road, as usual. Northbound just from about Mayfair Road up towards Burleigh. Southbound 43 is just starting to get a little bit heavier, where you're seeing little tiny pockets of delays heading past Hampton and Capitol Drive. But other than that, the main delay that I'm seeing right now is on eastbound 894 heading into the Loomis area. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today, slight chance for morning showers, then partly cloudy skies, a high of 66. Tonight, mainly clear, a low of 49 at the lake, 39 inland. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Change your grocery game plan to locally owned Century Foods, home of the best meat, freshest produce, and tastiest treats. Now through Wednesday, save on 10.23 to 11.5 ounce selected varieties Mars Fun Size Candy, $4.49. 8.1 to 11.5 ounce selected varieties Bear Creek Soup Mix, $3.49. 128 ounce pale selected varieties Blue Ribbon Frozen Dairy Dessert, $5.99. 64 ounce selected varieties Sunny D Citrus Drinks, 2 for $3.
I am starving.
Oh no, never walk into a Century when you're hungry.
Unless it's free sample day. Ooh, oh, pizza, yes. I'd love to try that one.
My husband thinks he can make a meal out of grocery store samples.
Need to wash this down. I think I see someone handing out samples in the liquor department.
Geez, can we focus on our list?
What's this?
It says you can win 2 tickets to Green Bay's home game against Chicago on December 7th.
Or autographed footballs, or a 4-pack of Green Bay Hall of Fame tickets.
You have to enter through Century's Facebook or Instagram.
I'll be entering this on my phone in the deli next to that cheese sample station.
Enter by November 12th.
Your neighbors are talking. Did you see their siding? Yikes. That drafty window? It's basically air conditioning. From nature. Don't be the scary house on the block this fall. Call Exterior Pros and Baths and get $3,000 off your roofing, siding, windows, or bath project. No tricks, just treats. That's 262-800-4274 or click your way to extpros.com. Fall in love with your home again. Trust the pros.
At Uline, the prevailing opinion is, if you don't live it, you don't believe it. The people at Uline believe in hard work, and they live it by being there 24/7 to answer your call, having 41,000 items in stock, and offering same-day shipping from 12 locations across North America. Business owners, sellers, buyers, shippers, and packers believe it. Uline is the hard-working, dependable source for your shipping and industrial supplies. Visit uline.com.
Wisconsin sports fans, Brian Balaga here for my friends at Surfside. Football season is back, and we're bringing you your tailgate must-have. There's nothing more refreshing than an ice-cold Surfside to enjoy while you cheer on your home team. Made with real vodka and real brewed tea, Surfside is only 100 calories, 2 grams of sugar, and 0 bubbles. That's right, no carbonation, so it's easy to sip and enjoy. It's not a seltzer, it's Surfside. Ask for it at bars, restaurants, and stores near you. Must be 21. Please drink responsibly.
Something exciting is happening at St. Kate the Arts Hotel. On the second floor, you'll find the Studio Kitchen and Cocktails, Milwaukee's destination for bold flavors, fresh sushi, seasonal entrees, and cocktails crafted with care. Start your day with a breakfast that fuels you, stop in for dinner that sparks conversation, or linger late into the evening with drinks designed to inspire. With flavors and drinks for every mood, the Studio is the perfect place to gather, celebrate, and connect. Be boldly social. The Studio Kitchen and Cocktails, now on the second floor at St. Kate the Arts Hotel.
This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
I'm going to go with the corn dog, the old corn dog. The corn dog for the
pierogies
birthday.
and borscht all day long.
That's just crazy. Nobody likes borscht, let alone on their
it's
birthday.
so good. It's the only thing that makes my mouth water, other than my wife.
On 94.5 ESPN.
So what do we think the pitching plan is going to be for Saturday for the Brewers? They always love to play it close to the vests, come back, get a workout in today. But, I mean, it's more or less been bullpen days. Every day it hasn't been Freddie. Mm-hmm. Now, Game 3, obviously, I don't think it was planned that way. But even if things went perfectly for Quinn Priester, I think they were hoping to get 4 innings out of it. So, I mean, at this point, really the only one who will not be available for the Brewers on Saturday night is Freddie Peralta in the winner-take-all. Chewy, what would you like to see happen? Who do you want to see come out and start the game?
Miz.
Yeah? I think that...
Could you name 2 starters, Gabe?
For the Brewers?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like guys that have started games?
If you don't like Miz after 2 batters... Okay, we're going to pivot. I don't know. I just like the kid's excitement. I think at home he'll be comfortable. Now he's going to be a little juicy, right?
Oh, yeah.
A little.
Right, he threw 104. He threw 104 in Game 2.
Do you guys have a problem with that?
I don't want him starting the game.
Who's the better option at this point? Quintana?
Maybe.
Priester?
Or just go opener. Somebody get 3 outs. Get me through these first damn 3 hitters. Clean inning.
Well, why can't it be Miz?
It just something about him scares me walking
Well,
onto
I know exactly what it is that scares him.
Yeah, he can't throw strikes.
What, balls?
Sometimes he can't throw strikes, and the Brewers have had problems throwing strikes in the first inning all series long.
Yes.
So it feels like you're steering into a potential problem if you start Miz.
Yeah, I mean, call me crazy. I'd throw out McGill there.
I've thought about that.
Uh-huh.
I've thought about that, bringing out Trevor for the first inning.
Or Abner.
You guys know what you're
want him
doing.
for the ninth, but
You guys know what you're doing, right?
Which is?
You're playing a little scared. Can't play scared in games like this. Can't play scared, Gabe.
I don't think that's playing scared. I think it's just trying to put together the best option because they don't have somebody that's going to go 5 innings. They just don't.
Dude, very few people are hitting a 104.3 mile an hour fastball.
Yeah, but
if he doesn't have it, he doesn't have it, and you move on. But if he does have it, he's good.
I mean, it is
great.
Gabe.
It is literally a coin flip, whether or not he has it or not, and that is a little terrifying.
Even wasn't it a coin flip if he was going to throw a strike or not? Just when we saw him last, wasn't he around a 50% strike rate?
With his fastball, yes.
Okay.
With his fastball. With his fastball, it was 50-50. His off-speed style, like his slider was working.
Yeah.
He was throwing that for strikes. He was throwing everything other than the 103-mile-an-hour fastball consistently in the zone, which is why his outing was as efficient as it ended up being. But
who are the Cubs going to go with, Gabe?
I assume Shota.
I imagine, yeah.
They're their game 2 starter. I assume that they just go back to Shota Imanaga. That's their best option. I think
it's all hands on deck, right?
Yeah, for them, everybody is ultimately going to be available as well. I mean, I'm trying to think.
Except for Boyd.
But everybody else should be available if they want to go there. Maybe Tyone isn't available for them after pitching as much as he did in Game 3. But, yeah, for both teams, it's going to be all hands on deck. And I think it's going to be very similar strategies for both teams, where Craig Counsell's thinking, if I can get 4 innings out of Shota Imanaga, that's going to be great for my team, and then we can turn it over to the bullpen. I don't think either team has a guy right now that they're planning to trot out there for 5 or 6 innings.
What do you think the Brewers are going to do?
Ashby.
That's the safe one?
It seems like it. It's the guy they have the most confidence in. They know they feel confident in him, but I don't know if it scares him the way he started Game 2. If that scares off Murph or not. If I'm Murph, it's seriously. I just want to get there that first inning with a 0 on it. Whatever happens after that happens after that.
That's why I'm thinking about the end of the bullpen.
I am looking at my bullpen and I'm going, who do I trust the most to throw strikes and get 3 outs and put a 0 up? The answer's probably either Koenig or Uribe, but you're going, okay, we need those guys late.
Uh-huh.
And that's where McGill, I think, can make sense.
And then when do you throw the Miz in?
Inning 2?
Yeah.
I think Miz will put, yes.
Second man up?
I think Miz is the second or third man up, depending upon how they attack this.
Yeah.
You know, if they want to go one guy inning 1, one guy inning 2, and then Miz, you've got 3, 4, and 5. Maybe that's the way they go. But I would expect Miz to play a big role in whatever their plan is.
Okay.
Whether that's starting, whether that's, being a guy that's going to take up the bulk of the innings in the middle of the game, Miz is going to be a big part of the plan.
Okay.
Don't think they have the
he'd be
luxury of him not being part of the plan.
What about Chad Patrick, as well as he's thrown? Do you trust him?
I like him.
Do you trust him for an inning or 2?
Yeah.
I think that's a possibility.
The thing is, frankly, I trust most of the guys in the bullpen.
Mm-hmm.
It's just who's available and who do you like the matchups the most in the first inning.
Yeah,
once we get to the bullpen and we avoid that, my worry goes down a whole lot from what could really go wrong.
Yeah, Freddie's not available, and I would not expect to see Gasser. But the other 10 guys, I think, are available.
Where do we go with Quintana?
I kind of like him out of the bullpen.
Quintana could start and just go 2 or 3 innings as well.
1 or 2
if you want a lefty on lefty matchup. But the problem with Jose is, and he's a veteran, and yes, he throws. But
That's
there are
what I
times,
like.
but there are times where Quintana, it's pretty obvious when he doesn't have it. Chew.
No, I know, but I like my veterans later in the game. I like them later in the game. what about Priester? I mean, he got roughed up.
Yeah, he did get roughed up. I think Priester could be an option, but you're back at home. You've got the crowd behind you. You're not going to be as amped up. I mean, I'm talking to myself. I think we've literally named just about every pitcher because I think everything is an option right now, and they're going to take the day today and put together what they think is the best comprehensive pitching plan.
Yeah. Okay. This is fun.
Yeah.
This is fun.
Hey, Game 5, winner take all. Yeah,
I
that
love
is
playoff baseball. Playoff baseball
so much fun.
So good.
It's every pitch meaning something.
Yeah.
It's fun and miserable all at the same time. Just exactly how playoff baseball
Think positive,
is
Gabe.
supposed to be.
Positive.
Oh yeah. Hey, look. I mean, every option we just ran through there, I feel actually good about.
Yeah.
I feel pretty good about. So we'll have to wait and see what they do on Saturday. We'll get to our Seinfeld scale in just a little bit, but also, is Brandon McManus going to kick? What are the Packers' biggest injury concerns? We dive into that coming up next. But you can transform the way you do business with Fifth Third Bank's commercial payment solutions. Our market expertise and managed services streamline your entire payment process, seamlessly integrating with your existing systems to give you unparalleled control. Discover new revenue sources, save time, and reduce operating costs. Boost your bottom line with the customized payment solutions from Fifth Third Bank. They love being connected to the community. Big shout out to my guy, Dennis Riley at Fifth Third Bank, because he was just playing in a 100-hole event at the Baths course up in Kohler to support the first tee, made a hole-in-one on one of the holes. So shout out to Dennis. Again, staying connected to the community by supporting the first tee. This is the type of people you can expect to work with when you work with Fifth Third Bank, National Association, custom solutions built around your goals. Member FDIC.
Your state, your teams, your ESPN. The ESPN Wisconsin app. Find the ESPN Wisconsin app in the Apple or Android app stores today. More Jen, Gabe, and Chewy coming up on 94.5 ESPN.
Sweetest Day is coming up, and ESPN Milwaukee wants to make sure you're equipped to make the special someone in your life extra happy with the Welke Sweetest Day giveaway. From now through October 16th, head to WelkeSweetestDay.com to register for your chance to win a Sweetest Day prize pack, a bouquet of flowers from Welke's Milwaukee Florist, a $100 St. Kate gift card, and a one-night stay at the St. Kate. All that could be yours to share with the sweetest one in your life. Just go to WelkeSweetestDay.com to register and for full contest details.
The shot clock's winding down, and Saturn Lounge scores at the buzzer. When your marketing needs a slam dunk, our team drives the lane with creative strategy, branding, websites, video storytelling, and marketing campaigns that win. We run the full court press in every engagement, pushing the pace, finding that open shot, and delivering the highlight reel results. Our Saturn Lounge team ensures that your marketing content and campaigns dominate like a champion. Don't settle for a turnover or a missed shot or a wasted possession. Let Saturn Lounge run your marketing game plan now. To tell the world your story, visit SaturnLounge.com today.
This is Mike and Michelle Grau from Professional Construction Inc.,
a.k.a. PCI.
Around here, they're the same thing, like Friday fish fry and a good old-fashioned.
We're the Waukesha neighbors you see at the grocery store. Friday night football games, and yes, in your kitchen, making that space better than ever.
For us, PCI isn't just a name. It's family, it's community. It's putting our heart into every build and remodel.
PCI, for all your construction needs. Visit ProfessionalConstructionInc.com.
This is an ad by BetterHelp.
BetterHelp therapists have helped more than 5 million people worldwide on their mental health journeys. Moments in therapy, like the right question or a safe space to cry or a small win, can really change lives. This World Mental Health Day, we're celebrating the therapists who have helped millions of people take that step forward. If you're ready to find the right therapist for you, BetterHelp can help you start that journey. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at BetterHelp.com/timeout. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/timeout.
Hey, it's Reese Davis. Let's be honest, you can't keep an eye on everything unless you've got Blink Outdoor 4 cameras. While you're focused on the game, Blink's keeping an eye on your home.
With up to 2-year battery life and with Sync Module XR, you can cover more space without constant maintenance. No wires, no worries. Blink helps keep an eye on what matters most. Get Blink today at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
Your fantasy roster is set, the smack talk is heating up, and this season ESPN Bet is giving you more ways to ride with your squad. Introducing the ESPN Bet Fan Center, where you can instantly link and bet on your fantasy teams right in the ESPN Bet app. An enhanced sports betting experience only from ESPN Bet, the sportsbook for sports fans. Make the connection today with ESPN Bet Fan Center and the ESPN Fantasy app. ESPN Bet Sportsbook, download the app today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
This college football season, show your school spirit every time you pay. Introducing college-branded Venmo debit cards. Rep your team on and off the field with custom school designs that let everyone know who you root for. Whether you're tailgating, grabbing snacks for the watch party, or celebrating a win, you can unlock 15% cash back at ESPN. 1 free year of Perplexity Pro and more. This college football season, score more with the Venmo debit card. Get yours now in the Venmo app. Learn more at venmo.com/collegecard.
Max cashback varies. Terms apply. The Venmo MasterCard is issued by the Bancorp Bank, N.A.
Tire care shouldn't come with extra costs or surprise fees. It should be simple, straightforward, and stress-free. So at Midas, they're rolling out the limited lifetime tire guarantee, included with every tire purchase with paid installation. You'll pay nothing for flat repairs, nada for flat replacements, zilch for tire rotations every 5,000 miles, and zero for other preventative maintenance. So with this limited lifetime tire guarantee, you'll pay a whole lot of nothing compared to what the other guys charge for tire care. That's the limited lifetime tire guarantee, only at Midas.
This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
363. What's that?
The number of yards they gave up on the ground against the Philadelphia
It's a Bible
Eagles.
verse, John 3:63. Look it up. Tell us what it
I
says.
thought it was Joe 363, and it was "Thou shalt not get past me on the line of scrimmage."
On 94.5 ESPN.
Hey, ESPN Milwaukee listeners, Josh DiMaggio here for my friends at Wanna Parlay, my favorite daily fantasy sports app with the absolute largest payouts on parlays. You've heard me talk about them before, but with the football season here, it's time to play. I'm going with the 4-way touchdown parlay this weekend. Garrett Wilson to score a TD, Tucker Kraft to score a TD, Stephon Diggs, and Travis Hunter all to score touchdowns to win. A $2 bet could win me up to $100. Here's what you should do. Download the Wanna Parlay app, click around, and when you decide to upload money to play and get into the action, use promo code JGC for a 100% deposit match for up to $250. Put in $20, they'll give you $20 more. Download the Wanna Parlay app, use promo code JGC, and let's play the world's richest parlay today. You must be 18 years or older to play. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER today.
On the Carblers Talking text line, Greg says, fun. Every game takes so much off your life. You feel like you're going to puke, cry, or cheer every other pitch, at bat, and inning. Yeah, that's what playoff baseball is, man. I love it. That's what it's all about. It's so euphoric, though, when it happens. And the Brewers have the chance to still make it happen on Game 5.
Do you think we love baseball, playoff baseball, so much because the regular season kind of sucks?
I mean, I can understand why you would say it's. I don't think it sucks because I love baseball. I love going to the games, but it doesn't mean as much, right? Like you lose a game.
No.
Like if the game yesterday happened in the middle of June, it's like, oh well, we got another one tomorrow or Friday, whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's just what happens because there's 162 of them, and you know. Again, the saying is you start with 62 wins, you start with 62 losses. What do you do with those other games in between? Right? Like what are you going to be doing with those? And that's what kind of separates everybody.
I wanted to ask you this yesterday. Is the difference between the playoffs and regular season when Priester pitched and gave up 4 in the 4th, they probably leave him in.
Oh, yeah. He's at
in
least
the regular
finishing.
Season,
yeah, he's going to finish the inning. He's probably, because you're like, no, we have to save the bullpen. We've got 3 more games this week. We can't just be burning through the bullpen. And that's obviously just a completely different mentality. The difference between playoff baseball and regular season baseball, it might be the biggest difference.
Gap. NBA, no?
I mean, there is a difference just because it's a 7-game series, right? And usually it's NBA's game to game to game. And the NFL, I mean, it's just the pressure and intensity that steps up. Like I don't feel like you're coaching the game that drastically different in the NFL, are you?
And for the NFL, playoffs can start in week 16.
Yeah, to fight your way in, sure.
To fight your way in. I mean, baseball. I mean,
but also it mimics the regular season. You're playing one game a week. You know, you can kind of stay on that same rhythm. Whereas baseball, where you're going from playing every day to this was a weird series. Game 1, weird off day. Game 2, off day. 3-4, off day. You know, you usually don't get that many off days in that kind of stretch, which allows you to be as aggressive as there's been with the bullpen. And it's, oof.
Well, I'm just happy that the Dodgers won the other series because I think Philly is not a ton better, but I think they're better than the Dodgers.
Oh, than the Dodgers? I think that played out during the regular season as well. The Phillies had the second most wins. And that pitcher, man, their ace last night. Oof.
Yeah.
Oof.
He reminded me of the golfer. Batista.
Oh, Akshay Bhatia?
Akshay, yes.
Well, he's just skinny.
As a rail, but, yeah.
But, man, can he be effective? And he was effective for the Phillies a long time in that game last night. That was a tough way to lose. I just hope that's not how the Brewers lose. Somebody panics and throws it away, and that's how you lose a game.
Gabe, see, this is why you're getting called the jinx. You can't do that stuff.
What?
Okay? Positive vibes.
Oh, yeah.
Positive. Huh?
I'm just saying that's a tough way to lose. That's a tough way to have your season.
No, I know.
That's all I'm saying.
You said it the other day, and I really didn't believe it, but now I guess I believe it.
What?
Pitchers aren't athletes.
I tell you, man.
I mean,
I've been trying to tell everybody. There's a reason why they tell when the ball goes up in the air, hey, pitchers, get away from it.
Yeah. Miz would have ran home and tagged home.
It's all arms and legs sprinting home.
The freeze frame of the catcher
pointing to first base.
Just throw it over there, and he says, nope, come home, baby.
Because the runner wasn't even halfway to first.
Nope.
Had so much time to set and throw. But what pitchers do. They're kind of they've got one thing to do, and that's throw the ball hard to home plate. Ask them to do much more than that, gets a little complicated quickly. How beat up are the Packers? Who's going to kick? Who's going to play offensive line? We dive into that next. In 2 minutes, Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
More Jen, Gabe, and Chewy coming up on 94.5 ESPN.
All right. Well, eastbound on 94, just past 25th Street, we have a crash off on the right shoulder, so watch out for that. But mainly the delays are coming in from 84th Street through the Stadium interchange. We still also have this broken down vehicle on 894 eastbound at about Loomis. They were able to move everything off to the left shoulder. Damage done, though. We've got backups coming in from 84th Street all the way to Loomis. On westbound 94, we got backups from 27th Street to Mitchell Boulevard, and then 43 southbound. Now starting to slow down from Capitol Drive down to Burleigh. Northbound's backed up from about Kilbourne all the way up past North Avenue. Traffic is brought to you by Comfort Awnings. Extend your outdoor space with the retractable awning or screen like I did with my friends at Comfort Awnings. Custom designed to fit your home. Get your free estimate at comfortawnings.com. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today, a slight chance for morning showers. Otherwise, partly cloudy skies, a high of 66 tonight. Mainly clear, a low of 49 at the lake, 39 inland. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
If you're like me and you need organization in your life, I cannot recommend Closets by Design enough. Doug and his team in Mequon came out to my house, they checked out my closet, and they saw that I have too much stuff and not enough space for it all. So they came in and they reimagined the whole thing. And I got to tell you guys, it is gorgeous, but it is also practical. And now I have organization where before there was chaos and clutter. If that sounds like you or a spot in your house that you're thinking of right now, you need to reach out to my friends over at Closets by Design. Doug and his team are right there in southeastern Wisconsin. They will bring a personal, local touch, and there's a showroom in Mequon that you can visit to get inspiration if you need it. No obligation, in-home consultations, custom designs, and the best value in the business. If you're ready to get organized, call Closets by Design in Mequon and tell them Jen from Jen, Gabe, and Chewy sent you.
The dance of sunlight on water.
Shimmering, sparkling, beautiful, hypnotic.
Houses that overlook a gorgeous body of water are the most highly desired houses in the world.
The Bellamare collection of fine jewelry features classic white diamonds, flanked and surrounded by rare and exotic blue diamonds.
Bellamare means beautiful water.
Bellamare, sunlight on water, glimmering and twinkling.
The dance is enticing.
The look is spectacular.
The impact is exciting.
Blue and white diamonds created in the heart of Mother Nature
will dance and sing on the body of a glittering, sparkling woman.
Bella Mare. This blue and white beauty of sunlight on water
should be worn on the fingers,
the wrist,
the neck, and the ears
of the woman you love.
The Bella Mare collection is available only at Kessler's.
We do diamonds better because diamonds are what we do.
For the location of the Kesslers nearest you, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
Hey, this is Gabe Neitzel. You're listening to 94.5 ESPN, WKTI and WKTI HD, Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Showtime. The right way to start your day. This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
Drive to right, and Hack has given the Cubs a 3-0 lead. 0-2 pitch. Shaw, a little flare, center field, a base hit. They'll send Carson Kelly. The throw is going to be cut off. A 2-strike base hit by Matt Shaw, and the error comes back to bite Aaron Ashby. This is a fly ball to center, hit well. Perkins is back at the track, and it is gone. Comes the pitch to Bush. It's a high fly to right center. Perkins is back onto the warning track, and it is gone. Michael Bush hits another solo homer. It's his 4th home run of this postseason.
Part of the story, man. You know, sometimes you're going to have to win some big games, and you face some adversity in the postseason. And, you got to keep going. We played well at our own field. They took care of business here, and go back, get ready for Saturday, and make sure we play well.
This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studios at the Avenue with Gabe Neitzel and Mark Chamara. Here's Jen Latta.
More on the Brewers in just a little bit. Craig Carmason joining us this hour. I'm sure we'll talk about the Brewers with him as well. But the Packers do play this weekend, Chew. And I know when we first discussed, kind of injuries yesterday with Jason, the Packers had the extra practice day on Monday, but then the injury report comes out yesterday. A lot of names on it, but only 2 did not participate on Wednesday. That number went up a little bit yesterday, as both Brandon McManus and, as you pointed out when we talked with Jason, also the left tackle did not practice in the game yesterday in Rasheed Walker. Are we a little bit concerned about this offensive line? I was kind of hoping this offensive line was finally going to start to get healthy. And now, again, the one good thing that the Bengals have defensively is Trey Hendrickson. And as of right now, both of your tackles are not 100%.
I'm not really worried offensively. I mean, it was different when they played the Browns. The Browns are the number 2 defense in the league.
Yeah,
Cleveland
and that front seven's so good, yeah.
And their front seven's so good. I'm not concerned. I'm wondering more of how Hafley is going to approach this, because I think if the Packers score 17, 20, they win.
Should be enough.
Offensively, it's going to be a 3-man show. That's it. And it's going to be a very basic game plan. It's going to be Joe Flacco, Jamar Chase, and T. Higgins. That's it. They're going to try and get them the ball. Now, I think Hafley, and they need special attention, because especially Chase, because he's one of the best receivers in the league. But I kind of want to see Hafley mix it up a little more. He didn't have a good game plan against Dallas. I think he was too conservative. He wasn't getting pressure with 4. Just got to mix it up. You got to mix some blitzes. You got to play a little man coverage over the top, because those guys are so good. I just think Flacco being there 5 or 6 days, the game
it's not even that.
Going to be
he got there on Wednesday.
Blah. Yeah, on Wednesday it's going to be so blah, because he's going to need help in the huddle, formationally and play calling. And, I mean, you can only do so much. You can't have a ton of RPOs. Even though Flacco is a veteran.
Oh, and he's seen so many offenses. It's the terminology.
The terminology is different. You can't change it for the quarterback. So guys on the offense are going to have to help him, and I think Hafley will dial it up. I think he was probably embarrassed last week by the game plan and the defense giving up 40, that he's not going to have another stinker like that. So am I worried? Not really. Not really.
I don't want to say what would have to happen for this team for you to feel like you did in the first 2 weeks? I think that ship has sailed, and you can't fix the last 2 weeks, the loss and the tie, the last 2 games, I should say, because they also had the bye in there. You can't fix that with one game against a team playing a guy that it just got there on Wednesday. But what would have to happen for you to go, okay, coming out of the bye, this team's back heading in the right direction? Because it feels like there have been some in the media that have given up on the Packers being one of the elite teams in the NFC. I'm not there yet. I think that this team is still one of the best teams. I think they're up there with, we saw what happened to Philly last night, so I think they're up there with Detroit, obviously, as one of the best teams in the NFC. But what's got to happen for you to walk away from the Bengals game going, yes, they're on the right track. Now this is something they can build off of going into Arizona, going into Pittsburgh, and then starting to hit the stretch of games in November?
Play like they did the first 2 games, where they pretty much dominated the whole games. But it's, I'm with Jason. I read off all those stats, offensively and defensively. Like a box score, Gabe, when I read it, I read those things, and I'm like, that team is 3-1 at worst. And I know there's a tie in there, which feels more like a loss. But they just have to play like they did the first 2 games. When you're called upon, because, from a receiver standpoint or whatever, you're only going to get so many shots at the ball. So when you get it, you got to make the most of it. And I think this team is starting to assert that home field dominance that we were so used to in the 90s. I forget what I predicted this game, but I didn't think it was going to be close. I think I had them 14, 17 points. I'm not worried.
Yeah.
Look, everything that's gone wrong, Gabe, is fixable. It'd be different if it wasn't fixable.
I completely agree.
Everything is fixable. And Jordan Love, for whatever reason, isn't getting the credit due because his stats are really, really good.
Well, it's because
of
the crunch
like 2 or 3 plays.
Yeah, it's the crunch time stuff, Chew. It's the reason
the only thing I'd like to see, Gabe, is kind of getting this running game a little better to where it was last year.
And look, hopefully they found something, and I know some of the offensive linemen talked about that heading into the bye, because I think in the second half in overtime, it was 13 carries for 70 yards, something like that. It was close to like 5 yards a carry for Josh Jacobs in the second half against the Dallas Cowboys. And if they did find that, I think that unlocks the offense and that kind of opens up things a little bit more. But in terms of Jordan Love not getting the credit, it's 100% the crunch time stuff. The reason why Patrick Mahomes gets every benefit of the doubt is because he has performed in crunch time better than anybody else over the last 5 years and always seemingly makes those plays to win. Whereas in the last 2 games, there wasn't really any crunch time in the first 2 games for the Packers. Jordan Love played well, and they dominated those games. But when push came to shove, he threw the interception, and in the game against the Browns, or if he doesn't throw that, they win. And he, among others, looked disorganized at the end of the Cowboys game and felt lucky to get the tie. And that's the reason why he's ultimately not getting the credit he probably deserves. But also, we're only 4 games into this, and if those numbers that you listed off in terms of third down conversion, like those team stats plus his individual stats, if those things continue, the offense is going to be just fine, and Jordan Love's going to get the recognition that a lot of people think he deserves.
You just can't have any more stinkers, right? Everyone's had their stinker.
Yeah.
Buffalo, Philadelphia. I'm not going to call because Denver's pretty good.
Yeah.
Even though they should have won at home.
Giving up 18 points in the fourth
I kind of equate that one to the Dallas game because Dallas is pretty good.
Yeah, the offense is good.
They're pretty good. So everyone's had their stinker. Just don't have any more.
I mean, I think you could probably afford to have maybe one more. Kind of lay an egg somewhere down the road here.
Yeah.
You mean after of course you get a couple more wins under your belt.
Yeah.
Don't lay the stinker this week.
But this is a stretch where they should win some games here. Should beat Arizona.
Yep.
Who's after? Who's after?
So the next stretch of 4 games: home against the Bengals, at the Cardinals, at the Steelers, home against the Panthers.
I mean, 4-1 certainly doable. I mean, 4-0.
Yeah, and then you have the Eagles game. The Eagles game is after that. So the next stretch of 5 games.
Follow 3-1. You know? But 4-0 is certainly realistic.
And you go 4-0 in that
see
stretch.
where you're at after that.
Yeah, if you go 4-0 in that stretch, Chew, you get back to everybody talking about this team the way we were talking about them after the first 2 weeks. Because then they're sitting there at 6-1-1, and everyone's going, oh, this Packers team is pretty good. Looking for a newer, nicer used vehicle? The Ewald Automotive Group can help increase your purchase power. During their used car rate reduction sales event, shop 600 quality pre-owned vehicles with no money down and no payments until 2026. Interest rates are coming down, so let them try to improve your situation today. It costs nothing other than a few minutes of your time to check them out. Go to ewaldauto.com for locations, inventory, and more. You'll be glad you did. Ewald has always made it easy for me. It's why I have trusted Ewald ever since I moved to Milwaukee 12 years ago. I've got my Ewald Jeep. I'm due for service. Going to have to book an oil change here soon, and they always take care of me, and they can take care of you too. Go to ewaldauto.com.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy are back after this on 94.5 ESPN.
Some delays for sure. Eastbound 894 backing up from about 60th Street all the way into Loomis. There was a disabled vehicle there that causing some of those delays. We also have a crash on eastbound 94 right about at 25th Street off on the right shoulder. Right now, delays coming in from about 68th, 70th Street all the way through to about 35th. Actually, make that to 25th. The westbound side is slowing down from about 35th Street to Mitchell Boulevard. You are back on the brakes from Moreland Road all the way to about Barker. Traffic is brought to you by James Imaging Systems, your local document imaging partner. Dedicated to helping businesses do business better, visit jamesimaging.com. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today, slight chance for morning showers, partly cloudy with a high of 66. Tonight, mainly clear, a low of 49 at the lake, 39 inland. Lake Lawn Resort offers everything you need, from lakeside rooms to gourmet dining and a luxurious spa. Relax, recharge, and enjoy the best of Delavan. Book your stay now at lakelawnresort.com. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Potawatomi, you could play the Big Bird Game Show for $50,000 in cash at Potawatomi this October. Play with your rewards card for entries. Prize drawings are every Thursday. Plus, play also earns you a shot at the $300,000 December season finale. It is Bird Bash, only at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. For more information, visit potawatomi.com/Bird Bash.
Escape to Lake Lawn Resort in Delavan, Wisconsin, where everything is better at the lake. Dive into endless outdoor activities, including boating, fishing, and paddleboarding on the serene Delavan Lake. Tee off at the lakeside Majestic Oaks Golf Course, or unwind in the award-winning Calidora Spa. Enjoy gourmet meals at 1878 on the lake, casual bites at the Lookout Bar and Eatery, and sweet treats at the Isle of Capri Cafe. Explore Delavan Lake's stunning shores and historic landmarks from the comfort of their 76-foot cruise boat, the Lake Lawn Queen. Book your stay today at LakeLawnResort.com.
Your neighbors are talking. Did you see their siding? Yikes. That drafty window? It's basically air conditioning. From nature. Don't be the scary house on the block this fall. Call Exterior Pros and Baths and get $3,000 off your roofing, siding, windows, or bath project. No tricks, just treats. That's 262-800-4274 or click your way to extpros.com. Fall in love with your home again. Trust the pros.
Hey, it's Jen Latta, and I just had my walk-in closet redesigned by Closets by Design. Doug and his team in Mequon were amazing, from the first consultation to the final install, and now I have a beautiful, organized space for all of my clothes. They really brought my vision to life. Locally owned with the backing of a trusted national brand, they deliver expert design with a personal touch. Get 40% off, plus an extra 15% off, and take advantage of 18-month free financing. Visit closetsbydesign.com or call 1-800-BY-DESIGN. And don't forget to tell them Jen from Jen, Gabe, and Chewy sent you.
Hey, fans! Welcome back to Fansville's Cheers and Tears. Oh. Okay, so like everybody deals with losing, right? To a rival on a last-second field goal. Whatever, it's fine. I'm totally fine. But I cope with losing with an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. Those 23 flavors are like so delicious. They totally wash away the pain of your college football team taking a big fat L. College football, it's a pepper thing.
Some people just know you can save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check Kirk Herbstreit's pregame analysis first, before talking to your brother-in-law.
In this game, the key thing to watch will be the offensive line versus their front seven. If they can get pressure without blitzing, this could be a long night. Okay, Kirk. I know stuff.
Ooh, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first and see what you could save. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Potential savings vary, including based on how you buy, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Craig Carmason on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy is brought to you by Saturn Lounge, your partner for marketing strategy, creative content, and winning campaigns. From websites to video and everything marketing, visit SaturnLounge.com to tell the world your story. You are listening to Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
I mean, this world is geared towards women. Like, what do we
I am
get?
stepping away from this. Goodbye.
Like, what do we get? They get a comb that dries your hair. We get a stupid razor.
Hey,
I mean, what's the coolest thing we get? They get the hair dryer.
Control.
On 94.5 ESPN.
We did this a little bit yesterday after Game 3. But now it's time to bust it back out. It's game after Game 4, heading to Game 5 for the Milwaukee Brewers. Winner takes all, American Family Field, 7:08 is the first pitch. Again, listen to it over on 620 WTMJ. Our Seinfeld scale. How are we feeling? The 3 levels. Joshy, we begin with?
Yada, yada, yada.
I'm going to eliminate that one from an option. You can't be yada, yada, yada in a home game.
We had mentioned even yesterday, even though it was 2-1, and I don't think anybody was necessarily panicked. It's playoff baseball. I don't know if you can ever be yada, yada, yada in any playoff baseball game just because, or any playoff game, period, just because there's stress that goes with that. I think that's fair to eliminate. But our second level is...
You look a little stressed.
Oh, I'm stressed.
And number 3.
I'm freaking out! I am freaking out!
Chewy, where are you at?
See, I could be lame and say I'm between the two.
That would be lame. That would be
That's
lame.
lame.
I'm glad you have the self-realization to say that out loud.
Yes, because that's where I'm really at. But if I had to pick 2, I'd have to say I'm freaking out. Freaking out.
Why are you freaking
Gabe,
out?
You know momentum. Because of momentum. Momentum. I know that home field advantage in the playoffs because both places you play are extremely electric.
Yep.
But they kind of cancel one another out. You know? They kind of cancel one another out. So based upon past playoff experiences by Wisconsin sports teams, has to push you in that direction. So I'm freaking out. But I think it's a good freak out. I mean, I am.
Is there such a thing? Can you have a good freak out?
I think I'm juiced. I mean, I kind of wish the game was tonight.
Oh, I'm with you there.
It was tonight. But I'm okay waiting.
Again,
I'm okay.
Having to sit on this, at least it's not that 8 o'clock start. That extra hour is a killer. Like yesterday, I was just pacing around my house. I was watching the Dodgers-Phillies game, but it's like, come on, let's get this thing rolling. I'm ready for this game to start. But now we've got all day today and then all day tomorrow getting you to 7 o'clock tomorrow night. I'm stressed. I think I would say I'm just stressed. I'm not freaking out because I still trust this team and I still trust that they're going to put together a really good plan for this game. Like, I'm not freaking out because I don't think that this team's just going to go quietly into the night, that they're just going to wave the white flag. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just feels like with this team, it's a little bit different. So I can't quite get to that level of freaking out. But it's stressful. It's 100% stressful. It's a game.
Oh, yeah.
It's game 5. It's winner take all. Joshy, where are you at?
I'm freaking out.
That was the calmest anybody has ever said that they were freaking out.
Freak out, yeah. Yeah.
I've had a lot of time to sit in it, think about it. But yeah, to deny the fact that we've got the devil on one shoulder saying this is what happens to this team, it's all happening over again.
Yeah.
And then this is a good team on the other side. The devil's winning right now.
Yeah.
Will that change?
I hope so.
By game time, probably. I'll probably be the utmost confident, but that other side of, here we go again, is ready to take over as soon as things potentially go south. So I'm at freaking out.
So, Joshy, we know you like to watch your football games at home.
Uh-huh.
Where will you watch this one?
At home. I can't be in public for this.
Gabe?
I will likely be at home. I haven't even looked at it. Let's go ahead and just take a look right now. I got to imagine it is an expensive game to get in.
To be quite frank, actually, I'll probably be on a live stream watching either Joy or...
That's as public as it gets.
Yeah, I just thought about that.
That's even more public. Yeah. You're in the privacy of somewhere, but now you've got a camera on you.
Yeah.
Right now, standing room only tickets, Chew. So get-in price is $165 for
standing room only.
Yeah, for an actual seat. One ticket, so it's not even two tickets. One ticket I see in Terrace, $419 is $197. Two tickets together, $226 each.
Wow. Each?
Each.
Holy. All right, big game.
So
I'm watching it at home. I got a birthday party to go to at 5.
Okay.
You'll leave around 6. Hour and a half. I said hour and a half. Hour and a half.
Wait, who's...
I got to be
How old is this person turning?
Like 50-something.
Yeah, we're throwing birthday parties for a 50-some-year-old? What the hell's going down there in Florida?
You think I want to go? I
know you don't want to go, but my more question is, why are you throwing a birthday party for yourself when you're 50-something?
I have no idea. But I will say this. Angie's as into it as I am.
She doesn't want to go either.
Which is nice. No, the party's fine, but an hour and a half.
Oh, she's into the baseball as much as you are.
She's into the baseball,
okay.
Yeah.
So she also wants to get out of that party so you guys can go back and watch the game together.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm juiced. All right, let me ask you, we got time. We talked about who you want starting the game or who you think's going to start the game.
Yep.
Brewers up by 1, bottom of the 9th. Who do you want on the mound?
Abner. He's the guy they've trusted down the stretch. I'm assuming that McGill, much like last night, is going to be used more often in the middle of the game.
Yeah.
I want Uribe in that spot.
I'm on the same page with him.
Okay. I trust you guys.
I think
But the guy I think is pitching the best right now, the guy who I think is pitching the best right now is Patrick.
Yeah, but he's going to be used before the ninth inning.
I know that.
If he's used tomorrow, Chew, it is before we get to the 9th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we almost
in there too. I kind of want Priester in there. I love him.
I would love a bounce back story for Quinn.
I love him throwing the football around.
Yeah.
In pregame.
Mm-hmm. It's a good way to actually loosen your arm for pitching, too. A lot of guys do that.
Really?
Yeah, well, they'll throw a football. Mm-hmm. Kind of helps loosen up the shoulder.
Does that.
Yeah, Skeens does it a lot.
Because you know what's horrible? You know what's horrible for a quarterback? Going to batting practice on a Saturday when you haven't done it in years.
Yeah.
And thinking you're not going to be sore for a noon game the next day.
This seems like a very specific example that you're coming up with. This seems like...
Talking about magic?
Yeah.
No.
I can't believe Mark Liddell did that.
No. Took about 60 pitches in BP because he didn't hit enough home runs. Came into the locker room the next day. He's like, oh, my God, I'm so sore.
I bet he threw for 3 touchdowns, though.
He probably did. I know we won.
Yeah, that's all that matters. That's all that matters when he does stuff like that. Just quickly, Josh and Heartland on the Carbos Talking text line, 800-990-3776. Can we stop with Yelly batting leadoff? They don't score runs, what he does. Bat him second behind Churio if you want, but enough with him at leadoff. I don't have a problem with Christian batting leadoff. Again, it gets him more at-bats. If they start Shota tomorrow, my guess is that you go back to the lineup that we saw games 1 and 2 with the lefty on there and Churio leading off. I'm guessing that's what you see.
He had 2 walks last night. Right?
Yeah. No, Yelly's fine in that spot. I have no problem with Yelly in that spot.
No, I don't either.
I think we get lost a lot in the finer point. Like, we just want our good players to hit the most. I don't really care who's 1, 2, or 3, what order you put them in.
Yeah, it's just, are you in the lineup or not? Is kind of what it comes down to. Let me tell you about our good friends at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. When it comes to your home, the smart play is trusting Gina Della and her team at Pella, just like I have and so many other people here at ESPN Wisconsin. This month, you can score a whole house of new, energy-efficient Pella windows for as low as $297 per month with 0% interest for up to 60 months. That's like a drive you can sustain for years, keeping your home comfortable thanks to incredible defense played by Pella Windows, stopping the draft. So don't wait. Schedule that free. That's right, free consultation today at PellaWI.com. And when you use Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, make sure you tell them you heard about it from right here on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy continues next on 94.5 ESPN.
Roads on the west side, at least, out in Waukesha County. Eastbound 94, we do have some delays, basically between Barker Road and Elm Grove Road, believe it or not. That's on the westbound side, actually. Eastbound is actually moving along pretty well until you get to about 84th Street. That's where it starts to slow down to about 35th. We've also got southbound on 43, tapping on the brakes as you're making your way into the Marquette. Northbound 41, Mayfair Road, all the way up past Burleigh, going to be a bit slow. And then, of course, our usual backups from the county line to Good Hope Road on the southbound side. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast, a slight chance for morning showers, which we have in Waukesha County at the moment. Partly cloudy with a high of 66. Tonight, mainly clear, a low of 49 at the lake, 39 inland. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Milwaukee, it's officially time for October baseball. The energy is electric, the city is buzzing, and there's no better way to celebrate than with Carbless. Carbless is the ready-to-drink cocktail that keeps fans cheering. No sugar, full of flavor, and always refreshingly delicious. Whether you're tailgating outside the stadium, celebrating downtown, or gathering with friends at home, Carbless is your go-to for every big hit, every clutch play, and every Brewers moment. So crack open a Carbless, raise it high, and toast to October baseball in Milwaukee, because nothing goes better with the big stage in baseball than finding your bliss. Visit drinkcarbless.com and see where Carbless is located nearest to you.
Looking for localized banking solutions and a strategic partner? Fifth Third Bank has been shaping the future for businesses for 167 years and for the last 15 right here in Milwaukee. We offer industry-specific expertise, local decision-making, and extensive experience to help you navigate the ever-changing business landscape with your business in mind. At Fifth Third, we're big enough to provide sophisticated solutions and expert guidance, yet empowered to make local decisions and build strong community connections. Experience the commercial banking value only Fifth Third can deliver. Fifth Third Bank National Association. Custom solutions built around your goals. Member FDIC.
Hi, it's Jason Wilde from Wilde & Tausch, inviting you to join me July 5th on a journey through the lovely landscapes of England, Scotland, and Wales with Colette. We'll take in the charm of the countryside and the history of the great cities. Imagine standing before Big Ben in London, then later gazing out from Edinburgh Castle. So rich in history, it feels like you're stepping back in time. Along the way, we'll explore the storybook villages of Chester and Shakespeare's Stratford-upon-Avon, places where every street seems to whisper a piece of history. And how about a scenic train ride through the rolling green hills that lead us right into the medieval city of York? It's all part of this incredible journey. From iconic landmarks to cozy villages, from bustling city streets to peaceful countryside views, you'll experience the very best of Britain's history, culture, and beauty, and create memories that last a lifetime. To learn more about this amazing adventure, text TRAVEL to 800-990-3776 or visit ESPNMilwaukeeTravel.com for full details.
I've been to my fair share of green and gold games, and the best way to get there is with AccuTrans Group. At Good Karma Brands and ESPN Milwaukee, we use AccuTrans Group to get our partners to and from Green Bay, and it's always first class. From stadiums to concerts and tailgates, your game day fun starts the moment you step on board. Sit back, relax, and let their professional chauffeurs handle the traffic while you enjoy the ride. AccuTrans Group is Milwaukee's premier ground transportation, available 24/7 with sedans, SUVs, limos, vans, and buses. Book today at AccuTransGroup.com.
It's Jason Wilde from Wilde & Tausch. Upgrade your industrial supply services with Lakeland Supply, your trusted ISO certified partner for custom packaging, shipping supplies, janitorial, and safety supply solutions. With over 40 years of industry excellence, Lakeland Supply is a proven one-stop source with over 95% of their products made in the U.S., and they treat their customers like family. Personalized service with a national reach. That's what Lakeland Supply does. Visit LakelandSupply.com to discover how they can make your business better.
It's Friday, and that means it's time to check in with GKB President Craig Carmason.
Has any market been as consistent where they only have one team than Wisconsin? We know Chicago hasn't been.
No.
Fridays with Mo.
Yeah, but until you win a championship, you can't really say that. And they've had one champion.
Chewy, we're going to just create an AI. Or the AI Chewy can just bring up championship. We don't even need Chewy.
They've had one championship.
What, it's going to be put like a hologram over there?
Yeah. Craig Carmason on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy is brought to you by Saturn Lounge, your partner for marketing strategy, creative content, and winning campaigns. From websites to video and everything marketing, visit SaturnLounge.com to tell the world your story.
Always love catching up with Craig Carmason each and every Friday here on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Good morning, Craig.
Good morning.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
Yeah?
I would feel better if we were preparing for the Dodgers.
Yeah, I think everybody would.
But here's the thing I think about in a decisive game, in baseball specifically. I feel like when you have a series where it's been largely routes, and Game 3 ended up close, right?
Yep.
Brewers had their chances. But I feel like Game 5 ends up being a really tight game, which I know doesn't take away the stress.
Mm-hmm.
But in a tight game, a well-pitched game, I think the team who's the more fundamentally sound, who does the little things, finds the way to win. And I feel good about the Brewers being that team.
Yeah,
Would you rather have momentum? Would you rather have momentum or home field advantage?
I think the home field advantage is the momentum in this series. Like, I don't think there is like some big Cubs momentum right now because I think we've seen exactly what you said. I feel like the home field advantage has been the momentum in this series.
Who's your guy? Who do you want on the mound? Who do you want to start? And again, it just might be an opener. Could be just going out there for 3 or 6 outs to start the game. Who's your guy that you want on the mound?
Who are the choices in your mind?
I think we literally went over just about everybody.
Is it like everyone?
I think everybody other than, Freddie's going to be unavailable. I would say Gasser is unavailable. Everybody else could be an option.
I don't know that Freddie's unavailable, by the way.
No, he's unavailable to start.
Right. We saw Freddie come in last year against the Cubs in that decisive game.
Yes. So I think Freddie could throw an inning if you want out of the bullpen in Game 5.
Some kind of high leverage inning,
Yes.
late. But I don't think he will. But I think he's proven he can be available.
Yes. But I would say he is, of the 12 pitchers they have, I think the only ones you can say are not an option to open the game are Freddie and Gasser.
I think
the other 10 you could make a case for.
I feel like there's one clear answer here, but I can totally accept if you think I'm wrong on this. But I think every single game has started bad for Brewers pitching, right?
They have given up a home run in every inning. That is correct.
In every first inning.
Every first inning,
Right.
yes.
So to me, the moment seems like it's part of it, right? That can't be random, right? Or it could be random, but it's highly unlikely that it's random. So to me, I'd want the guy who's been there the most, who has the most experience, who also has looked good in this series, who's also pitched well even against the Brewers and grinded through. I think I go Quintana.
Okay, so Quintana's your guy.
Yes.
To start Game 1.
Yes.
Or excuse me, start Game 5. I can get behind that. I also think that
he's a starter. Also, there's something to guys who are in a position that they're used to, that they're comfortable in, that they expect to be in, right? Like, so who else? I feel like he's head and shoulders above anyone else, unless you're just saying, hey, it's a bullpen game. But again, bullpen guys might be more comfortable coming out of the bullpen. So even if it is a bullpen game, why not start with a guy who's used to starting and try to get 2 innings out of Quintana?
Yeah, well, I think, no matter who you start, I'm guessing the most you get out of them is, if Quintana's dealing, maybe you push him for 4 before you turn it over to the bullpen. But I guess kind of to that, Chad Patrick's also looked really good.
Chad Patrick
is typically a starter. I think you can throw him out there to get 6 outs to start the game. And then if you want to go Quintana, if you want to go Miz, whatever you want to do after that, I think Chad Patrick is on my short list as well.
He's been dominant. I was thinking of him as right now a high leverage inning guy, but maybe the way this series has gone,
the first inning's been pretty high
leverage. The high leverage because you don't want to get behind as the Brewers have in every game, early.
Yeah, you just know, hey, you're only going to be out there for 6 outs, so you can go out there and you can still just kind of give everything you've got to try to get those first 2 innings behind you, and then we turn it over to the bullpen.
Yeah, I don't, last night, I don't feel like, Chewy, there's a carryover of that. I don't think, they lost 6-0, so now they're, they have no chance on Saturday. Like I feel good about it, but as a Brewers fan, you've had so much disappointment in the postseason. But my point is, like, every team who's been in the postseason has that much disappointment. The Brewers are just waiting for their big moment, which I think happens on Saturday.
Do you want to see the Miz?
I don't want to see him start.
Because it's just too risky to start him, right?
I think
in terms of getting out there throwing strikes.
I would be comfortable with Miz in there. Obviously, you're looking at potential of 3 batters, with the rules now. I think I do feel comfortable. I gave some thought to it last night, and if it was on the road, I might not. At home, I do, and I don't know if he even gets too fired up at home, but I do feel comfortable having seen what we saw in Game 2.
Well, especially if you go Quintana first and then Miz, it's just such a different look for hitters.
Yes.
Because
Wait, Chewy, are you afraid of Miz, or would you go with Miz?
He wants to start Miz.
I'd start him.
And have him go 9?
Angels in the outfield, have him go 156 pitches.
Well, last game when he came out, he probably could have kept going.
Yeah, but I think they kind of we got our 3 innings out of him.
But they could have said that after 1 or 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Like, they could have gone a 4th.
Yeah. But also, it's just kind of at a point in the ball game where you can just start a clean inning, and it's easier especially when you're asking all of these guys who aren't typically relievers. You'd like to start them with clean innings if you can.
Yeah.
Gabe, is there a little worry about putting Priester out there, or no?
I think there would have to be a little bit.
And you're saying as a reliever or as a starter?
Yeah, out of the bullpen.
I would have a little concern, but I would have him ready. And I think at home is different, and people have a bad game. I think you got to have confidence in him. You can't burn him because of 1 bad inning.
And I don't think Murphy is going to.
Yeah, and Priester was so good this year and
Correct.
So consistent.
Yeah,
I don't think they just figured him out and he's done. But
well, no,
Chewy,
he just didn't throw strikes.
About confidence and how that works.
Well, the playoffs are a different beast. I know it's at home, but still, elimination game. He's young. He's a rookie. Right?
So then, Chewy.
And rookies are a little.
Yeah, Priester's a rookie, correct.
So, Chewy, are you then saying that you think the Brewers should be trying to figure out 3 or 4 pitchers who can get them 9 innings rather than 7 pitchers? Because the model has been more like 7 pitchers to get you 9 innings. But if you're saying in an elimination game, each guy who comes in, you're getting a new risk that guy's feeling the pressure, as opposed to finding 3 or 4 guys who actually aren't feeling the pressure or feel it in a positive way.
I'm just saying I like my veterans pitching towards the end of the game. That's the only reason I'm like Quintana. Yeah, I don't have a problem starting him, but do I want him in the 5th or 6th?
But Chewy, to Craig's point earlier, the first inning's been the tough inning. That has been the highest leverage inning for the Brewers in this series. Getting through that.
I know.
And I feel like if they get through the
what
first
about is Ashby?
Oh, yeah.
Having enough rest? He's had enough rest.
Oh, yeah. No, he'll be
Ashby?
Fine. Yeah. Yeah, Ashby is certainly I would be shocked if Ashby does not appear in Game 5, at least for a little bit.
Yeah, and Priester's not considered a rookie based on his years with the Pirates. I didn't know if he had enough innings or whatever, So Priester's not considered
still
a rookie.
Young.
What? Yeah, but young. I'm saying
he's still young.
Before this year, he had started 15 total games between the Pirates and the Red Sox.
Yeah.
But Chewy, I love how Chewy's like, you need your veterans. Let's start Miz. How?
No, I don't want
those 2 things. Oh, the beginning of the game's easy. It's just the end of the game, you're saying?
The beginning of the game when everybody's amped up on their feet, being the loudest they possibly
and
can
Miz
be.
is throwing 107.
There's no idea where it's going.
It breaks Contreras' hand, and Contreras is out for the rest of the postseason because his fingers are already messed up because Miz is throwing so hard. Who's the guy who you trust in the right now?
Mm-hmm.
Because coming into this postseason, I may have said my guy in a big spot was going to be Bryce Terang.
Okay,
and there's been some struggles.
Yeah, he struggled against the lefties certainly.
Yeah.
So who's the guy I trust the most in the lineup?
Yep.
It's
Churio.
It's still Christian.
He's hot.
Yeah, but Churio, I think is a good option. But I mean, Churio,
Vaughn?
Yeah, I think you trust Vaughn.
in a big spot
Absolutely,
right now?
yeah, absolutely. Because I know
You
he's
trust
going to put
Contreras
together
in a big spot?
Yeah, and the reason why it's to me those three over Churio, because Churio's hot and he rises to the occasion. But they brought in the reliever to face him yesterday, who just knew, hey, if I throw this guy a fastball, he's going to swing. And he jammed him and popped him up, and that was it. With Vaughn, with Yelly, with Contreras, I know they're going to put together a good at-bat and get some good
I
swings
feel like
off.
those four guys are all having great at-bats right now.
Yeah.
So you start with a lineup this deep in a series where four guys are hot. That's a good thing. And then, to me, what we've seen is like the Tarangs, the Durbins, like they can be struggling, and they're going to, like, in a big moment, pull something out. And even if they haven't in the series to this point, I still have confidence in them.
Are you going to the game? What are your plans for the game?
I'm going to the game. I don't know my plans for the game.
Your plans are you're going to the game.
Yes, but I don't know like where I'm sitting, who I'm sitting with, where I'm going to be, what I'm going to do.
You just know that you're going.
Yes, I know Harper and I will go to the game.
Okay.
I don't know where we will go.
Oh, I feel great about that because, again, when you and Harper go, the record's really good.
Yeah. I mean, at least a 70% winning clip this year. It is, I mean, we've talked about it. Like, you want so bad to feel the anxiousness of postseason baseball, and then an elimination game in postseason baseball. There is nothing like it. Every single pitch. And I think it's actually like, now with the pitch clock and everything, like, the games move. Like, Chewy, remember those Yankees-Red Sox games would be like 4 hours and 40 minutes?
And it's 2-1.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
It'd be like 2-1 in the seventh inning, and it'd be like 3 hours in.
Then it's midnight on the East Coast.
Yeah, I mean.
But it's so good. It's so good. Like that Phillies-Dodgers game.
Yes.
I wish I had a split screen on there because that.
And thankfully,
it's just good.
Thankfully, that series is over, so we could actually have the Brewers playing earlier. Like, I don't know why we couldn't have the Brewers playing before the Dodgers. You would think Los Angeles people could stay up later than Midwestern people, but I guess not. But
not
now
only
that series is
not
out of the
only
way,
that.
yeah.
If you looked at their stadium at the beginning of the game, it was empty.
Yep.
There was no one there.
From my understanding, there can be traffic from time to time in Los Angeles, and when you're playing at that time, it can be tough to get to Dodger Stadium.
Yeah, which a lot of reasons why it could have worked to flip it, but I like that the Brewers have the night to themselves.
Yep.
And Brewers-Cubs, you know, Craig Counsell will, I assume, hear some things from the crowd. Like, it reminds me of how when the Yankees would play the Red Sox, it's like, all right, like, we just can't lose this series. Like, this is like one of those series that now, as a Brewers fan, it's like, okay, I know we've had bad series. I know. But this one we need. This one means more.
Do they pull it off?
Of course they do.
All
Yeah,
right.
that's what I'm saying. This is the better fundamental team. The Cubs are the better hitting team. The Brewers, to me, are a significantly deeper pitching team. The Brewers are at home. The Brewers have 4 of the hottest bats in the series, and the Brewers are the better base running team. The Brewers are the better fielding team. And to me, the fundamentals pull it out. I think the Brewers end up winning like by 2 runs. I think the Cubs have another error. But I think it's like one of those like 5-3 type of games.
All right. Enjoy the game tomorrow night.
I think it's Brewers up by 1 going into the 9th, and it's going to be awesome.
And Devin Williams will not be coming into the game.
Enjoy the game tomorrow night.
Yeah,
Craig.
how's he doing for you Yankees?
You too, guys. Well, we'll talk about that another time. Thanks, guys.
Fellas, listen up. If you're getting ready to take that next step in life and propose, the Jewelry Center, it's got to be the first stop. Whether it's naturally mined diamonds, lab-grown diamonds, the team at the Jewelry Center always going to point you in the right direction. And if you have an idea of what you want that ring to look like, check out the inventory. Go to Brookfield, Greenfield, or in Burlington. Shop TJC.com. You can browse yourself. If you don't have an idea, how about this? Go ahead and take a look at our Pinterest page. Bring it in. And what separates the Jewelry Center is the helpful team that Dean, the Dancing Machine, has put together. They're always going to point you in the right direction and guide you through the process. Learn more about their engagement ring selection and other services. Shop TJC.com or stop in today. Any one of their 3 locations, Greenfield, Brookfield, or in Burlington.
Your state, your teams, your ESPN. The ESPN Wisconsin app. Find the ESPN Wisconsin app in the Apple or Android app stores today. More Jen, Gabe, and Chewy coming up on 94.5 ESPN.
Something exciting is happening at St. Kate at the Arts Hotel. It's on the second floor. You'll find the studio, kitchen, and cocktails, Milwaukee's destination for bold flavors, fresh sushi, seasonal entrees, and cocktails crafted with care. Start your day with a breakfast that fuels you. Stop in for dinner that sparks conversation, or linger late into the evening with drinks designed to inspire. Flavors and drinks for every mood. The studio is the perfect place to gather, celebrate, and connect. Be boldly social. The studio, kitchen, and cocktails is now on the second floor at St. Kate at the Arts Hotel.
It's WTMJ's Debbie Lazaga for Comfort Awnings. I reclaim my outdoor space by having Comfort Awnings install a motorized retractable awning so I can enjoy the sun and get relief when I need it. Sensors are also available that detect strong winds and rain to extend or retract your awning. They even protect against UV radiation so you can safely enjoy the outdoors. Family owned and located in Burlington, Comfort Awnings expertly installs custom awnings that fit your home and style. Right now, you can receive a free motor for your automated awning with your order. Call 414-AWNINGS or visit comfortawnings.com.
It's ESPN Wisconsin's Gabe Neitzel for Events by Design. Events like appreciation parties and retreats can go a long way towards boosting morale and retaining top talent. Events by Design is your go-to creative partner for employee events that truly make an impact. They help leaders retain top talent by making their people feel seen, valued, and celebrated. The creative team at Events by Design does all the planning and production, making sure things not only look great, but also work. Make a smart investment in your culture today. Search online, Events by Design. They design, you party.
Escape to Lake Lawn Resort in Delavan, Wisconsin, where everything is better at the lake. Dive into endless outdoor activities, including boating, fishing, and paddleboarding on the serene Delavan Lake. Tee off at the lakeside Majestic Oaks Golf Course, or unwind in the award-winning Calidora Spa. Enjoy gourmet meals at 1878 on the lake, casual bites at the Lookout Bar and Eatery, and sweet treats at the Isle of Capri Cafe. Explore Delavan Lake's stunning shores and historic landmarks from the comfort of their 76-foot cruise boat, the Lake Lawn Queen. Book your stay today at LakeLawnResort.com.
Let's get the latest from Lambeau. This is your green and gold fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Tri-City National Bank. Tri-City National Bank offers a full suite of personal and business banking products at more than 25 convenient locations. Open your account today at the community bank that's Milwaukee's best bank. Learn more at tcnb.com.
Another season, another kicking issue in Green Bay. Packers kicker Brandon McManus joined the injury report earlier this week with a right quadriceps injury allegedly suffered in Wednesday's practice. Head coach Matt LaFleur not sounding too optimistic.
That's a major concern right now, so we'll see how he's doing today and tomorrow, and we'll have a plan ready to go.
Well, McManus later told reporters he plans on playing.
Without the fuss, for easy banking, rely on us. In person, online, or with the Tri-City app. Your banking can be done just like that. Tri-City National Bank. Member FDIC.
Turn your driveway into the basketball court of your dreams with Precision Sports, Southeastern Wisconsin's dealer for Mega Slam, Ironclad, and Dominator hoop systems. From installation to customizable painted court lines, Precision Sports is a slam dunk. PrecisionSportsOnline.com.
It's a bird bash at Potawatomi. Thursdays, you could win up to $50,000 cash in the Bird Bash game show. Just play with your rewards card this October for a chance to win. Wouldn't you like to rake in a huge pile of cash? Bird Bash, only at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. More info at potawatomi.com/birdbash. Must be 21 years old to play.
It's Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
My father would always say, and there's a rhyme and a reason to it. He said, if you wear your rubbers in the house, you'll go blind. Do the two youngsters on the show here even know what rubbers are? I'm talking the ones that go over the shoes.
On 94.5 ESPN.
Chewy, earlier today you said, I wish this game was tonight. I'm right there with you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I can just sit here with these nerves. And again, it's just anxious nerves of any playoff baseball game that's an elimination game. I'm with Craig. I think they find a way to get it done tomorrow night, and I am anxious and excited to watch that game tomorrow night. But, man, this is a long time to sit with this. This is a long time to be sitting with these nerves before the game. Like when you
is this different? Do you feel different though as opposed to when they lost to the Mets at the end of the game? I just feel different.
How so?
I don't think they're going to lose.
Okay.
I just don't.
And with that, it was they lost game 1, they won game 2, and then we had game 3 right away. Game 3 was that day.
Yeah.
How did you deal with nerves when you were a player going into a postseason game? Because you guys would have a week between games.
How did I deal? They always tell us not to play the game before the game gets to you.
Okay.
Which is hard to do. You just have to kind of stay distracted because you burn up so much nervous energy.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it's that way for everyone. It's probably in baseball. It's probably more so the pitcher. Like, do you think right now the pitcher who's starting tomorrow night knows that he's starting?
Ooh. I think so.
They know who it is?
I think
Murph
so.
said, "Hey, you got the."
I think Murph.
I don't know if I'd tell him though, Gabe. I don't think I would. I wouldn't tell him because, and I played in games. I remember.
What if it's Quintana? Would you tell Quintana because he's the veteran
I would
of
probably
that group?
tell him. I would probably tell him. But I remember the difference when I had Keith for Super Bowl 31. You know, I knew I wasn't really going to get tired. And then Super Bowl 32 comes around, and I've got no Keith. And I just remember I was kind of tired at the start of the game because of that nervous energy. So you kind of have to corral that. You know,
you played pretty well in the first half of that game even though you were a little tired. You played pretty well. That's all I'm saying. First half treated our guy pretty well.
I was on track maybe to go to Disney, and then reality set in.
It's perfect. Absolutely perfect.